I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and make progress in your life. This is episode 409 of the Daily 180, and today I want to talk about the idea of right. But I want to talk about it in terms of right and left, not right and wrong. So often as we go through our lives, we are confronted with people saying, you got to do the right thing. Well, the right thing is always kind of an interesting deal because depending on who you talk to, the right thing is somebody else's wrong thing. And in fact, in our day today, even the ideas of right and left, right and wrong, it all depends on your perspective about where the middle is. If you are too far to one side or the other, you are given a title, you're right or you're left of center. But what is center? For most of us, as we go through our lives, we get confronted with this idea that center is a bad place to be. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm also intrigued with the idea that as we label certain kinds of behaviors or approaches as right or left, or maybe even right and wrong, we find ourselves in this effort to avoid being called something that we didn't really want. If you see yourself as somebody that maybe should be on the right side and somebody else says, nah, you're really left or you're really doing the wrong thing, that may cause all kinds of difficulties, especially if those people that you're talking with mean an awful lot to you. So what does this have to do with trying to make progress in your life? What does this have to do with being successful and trying to pursue success? Remembering that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Simply this, at least as far as I can tell, keep your eyes on your ideal. Keep your focus on your ideal. And if you find yourself moving a little bit to the right or to the left of your ideal, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are missing your ideal. It doesn't mean that you're wrong. It doesn't mean that you are doing something inappropriate. It just means that you may need to come back and look at the focus a little bit more closely. Politically, the idea of being centrist is right now something that is considered to be an anathema for most politicians. You don't want to be centrist because if you're centrist, boy, you're neither hot nor cold and I don't want any part of you, blah, 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 blah. That may be true. But when it comes to pursuing your goal, you got to keep it focused. My experience has been that when I keep my focus centrally locked on my desires, on my goal, on the thing that I want to accomplish, when I find myself getting a little right or a little left, I can bring myself back very closely and I notice it before it gets me into too many situations that make it hard to get back to where I want to be. I don't know if this has been useful for you, but I know it's something that I think about and something that has been very valuable for me as well. With that said, if this is useful, share it with your tribe, share it with other people that maybe it will be able to benefit from it, blah, blah, blah. Sorry about that. And in the meantime, hit the button and hit the bell to subscribe so that you can be made known when we're doing more of these videos. And as we move our way through the remainder of the alphabet, don't have much left, but we're going to get there. In the meantime, this has been the Daily 180. My name is Todd Wente. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.